Obviously, I'm wearing my t-shirt. See, new t-shirt. Arrived this morning. Got the dog from the kennel. He's right here. Kojak. 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 He's mad at me. Anyway, well, how is everybody doing? Let me share this out real quick. Da 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 da. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so I'm back. How is everybody? Hope the weekend went good. Hi, Ian. We had a pretty decent drive in to Wisconsin. We drove about 1,000 miles to and from. We left last Wednesday and came back Tuesday. So we were going to be gone a week, and we left Sunday night. Went to Janesville. I don't suggest getting wine at Cracker Barrel. They had Sutter Home Chardonnay, and it was the most disgusting shit I've ever put in my mouth. All right. Oh, and I would really appreciate it if you would hit the like button. That would be great. Share this out so people know I'm back and I'm on. So not much is going on. No real news from Sparrow today. Or since, like, what was it, 2 weeks ago, a week ago, about anything. We don't know anything about that meeting that supposedly took place. Leslie Headland is now scrambling to save the Acolyte, and as you can see by the thumbnail I used, it's fairly obvious that the fans are now, that Fiction Horizon at least is admitting that this is probably not gonna have a second season. And they're doing it this way. They're saying it's not woke, but they're saying the reason why it's probably not gonna get a second season is because it was poorly written, poorly filmed, too short, poorly edited, poorly acted, la la la. Okay, fine. We will attempt to go with that. However, they're trying to tamp down on the it's woke shit. Okay. Leslie Headland, as you know, because I've talked about it, has been trying to back off of it's the gayest Star Wars thing ever. Yeah, and now you're trying to say it's not. Okay. Let's say I know what bullshit is when I see it. Okay, and it's nothing more than self-preservation on her part and her unwillingness to be honest about what's really going on with her bullshit show. When you've got Puck.com calling her out and basically saying that it was, I'm going to say this, they said it had adequate, I think, viewership to and then it cratered after episode 2. Yeah. It's not Disney, it's Lucasfilm. Okay, we're not talking about Disney. We will talk about the email issue in a bit. We don't talk about companies and act like we want to see them go bankrupt. Companies are people. All right, we want to see the people that have caused all the troubles to be fired and to go away. Okay. Anyway, so here's the deal. What Puck.com said is the first 2 episodes, it was the first day it came out, The Acolyte, had the highest rated viewership of anything that original that Disney put out. And then it went like a hydrogen bomb. That's where the viewership started tanking. Why? Because it's woke garbage. Poorly written, poorly acted, poorly directed, poorly edited, unfinished garbage. She actually might have handed in about 4 episodes, and they needed 8. Okay, that's the problem. Now it comes from Puck.com, and they dragged her out, and this is Hollywood Insiders doing this. She goes on Nerdist, and I did not hook Star Wars Theories takeaway on the video, on the interview with Leslie Legohead, but he basically read the interview and did his take on it. She basically contradicted herself, and it's really interesting. 2019, when she had that, and I have you guys have seen it. If my subscribers know who I'm. Hey, Cross, how you doing? You all know what I'm talking about. Leslie Headland did an interview on a podcast, and I want to say it was either The Wire or The Wrap or something like that, where she drags basically one of the greatest filmmakers of all time through the mud, calling him too stupid to hire Ralph McQuarrie, which, if you know any Star Wars history, George hired Ralph to paint visuals, give artwork that he could show guys like Alan Ladd Jr., who basically ran Fox, what he was conceiving, conception art, all right, concept art. And Alan Ladd, based on what Alan Ladd Jr., gave him the money, $10 million, based on Ralph McQuarrie's work. Okay, that's how that happened. Leslie Headland would not know that. She goes on there, makes a stupid comment, that ignorant comment, then turns around and calls George misogynist. And of course, you've got little cunts trying to defend her, saying, well, he is. It's like, no, he's not. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Ta-da! Because he's not. All right. So then, we got, this interview with Nerdist, and there were others, where she's kind of backtracking on her abject hatred of George Lucas. Look, the woman can say whatever she wants. So she had Star Wars figures. She did this. She was the nerdy girl in school. No. She was the bitch that made fun of all the nerdy girls in school who did that stuff. Okay? It's like, when I look at her and I look at Amanda Stenberg and others, I feel like I'm looking at the girls who used to mock me and my friends for reading comic books and shit. And it's like, shut up, Leslie, you're a lying sack of shit. The reason why I say that is, if you see any other interviews with her, where there's one where she's a panel for women in technology or something like that, and there was these 2 black women, and she's basically going white savior, condescending to them, and being a soft racist herself. If you want, look, and it was so fucking phony. And the way she talks about George in that short snippet is Hollywood semi-retarded, shallow cocktail talk. Now she's trying to soften her position because she knows she fucked up. And look, George called her out specifically, when he got his Lifetime Achievement Award at Cannes. Okay. And it was very specific when I saw what he said, and then you remembered her wanting to change the Force because she said that, it's like he's talking about you, bitch. Okay, he's talking about you, you fat fuck. Okay, there you go. Okay, and it's you're kind of like, so you're backing off of all that stuff. Okay, you're backing off. Why? Because your show is in the shitter. Now it's at 80% a critic score on Rotten Tomatoes and 14% audience. Okay. And I think that's probably where it's going to stay. This is bad. Okay, this is bad. Now, I know a lot of the black pills will say, she's getting a second season. Fiction Horizon. Come on. What the hell is going on? All right, guys, I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm frozen. Can you hear me? Come on. Okay, this thing froze. Normally it comes back. Look, what happened was, all right, I'm going to take it down.